welcome to Story Stash. I'm your host, Duncan, and these are some of my stories I've written. Today, I'm reading from my book Star Guardian, and this is Chapter 25. Be sure to subscribe to get the latest updates. Now, let's get started. Chapter 25. Travel to the Foe System. I looked at Jem. So, you want to go there as soon as possible. Can I suggest the mission is to sneak into the moon, meet with some Baglaji, and discuss with them a possible rescue? Sounds about right to me, said Jem. I just want to be certain that we're not going for an all-out war, I said, because we are not equipped to win it. Agreed, no war, answered Jem. Kaluna smiled. If we leave for the foe system, we can leave this system in the hands of the automatic system defenses. It is possible that while we are gone, we lose the system to a large foe attack, I said. I have faith in you and your defenses, said Jem. What if the Baglaji do not want to leave? Asked Kaluna. They have been there for about 1,000 years. That moon is their home for at least 20 generations. Good point, I said. Then we say goodbye and leave, answered Jem. So we sneak in, talk to the Baglaji. What if they are hostile to us? I asked. We leave. If we are discovered by the foe, we leave. I will go to make the preparations for our journey, I said. As usual, I went to a quiet place to work out some details. By now, Jem and Kaluna were used to my going off to prepare things. Molly, as of now, I'm handing over control of this system to you. Ship will travel with us to the foe system. Ship, please relinquish control of the manufacturing facility and all system defenses to Molly, I said. Confirmed, said Molly. Confirmed, said Ship. Alda Barakara and Dura will travel with us to the foe system. Make sure you have full loads of dataport probes, I said. Each of my 4 unmanned vessels replied, Confirmed. Ship, I need your help again to develop a protocol update for the dataport probes we are taking to the foe system, I said. Proceed, said Ship. First, the return home protocol is not useful if a foe vessel is already home. I need a go-away protocol. If in the foe system, it will send the vessel to a distant system selected at random, not including our system, and at least 10 days travel by hyperspace. The rest of the go-away protocol is the same as the return home protocol. Clear? Confirmed. Next, said Ship. Second, I would like to create a new protocol, designate it the sleep protocol. It disables all but the life support for 4 days. The dataport probe will then detach from the vessel and be available for redeployment. This would allow us to use our limited number of dataport probes on multiple foe vessels. Clear? Confirmed. Next, said Ship. Third, I would like the dataport probe to inject a persistent protocol into the main computer of the foe vessel. Let's call this the Do Not Disturb protocol. This protocol is to remain after the dataport probe has detached. The protocol is triggered whenever the foe vessel tries to attempt hyperspace travel to the Baglaji system. The action of this protocol would be the same as the go-away protocol. Once a foe vessel is injected with this persistent protocol, it cannot travel to our system. Can you do that based on your knowledge of the foe computer? I asked. It took longer to consider my request. Confirmed. Foe computer, do not disturb protocol created. Injection protocol created, said Ship. Ship, please share those with Molly. The do not disturb protocol and the injection protocol is to be rolled out to all dataport probes. Once a foe vessel turns up in our system, we send it home and make it unable to return, I said. Confirmed. Molly responded that she would update all dataport probes in this system. I will update the dataport probes for the foe system. Next, said Ship. Fourth protocol I'd like is a proxy protocol. I want to make a vessel under the control of a dataport probe to send out messages to other foe vessels. It may be limited to the language you are familiar with, but it needs to appear genuine. Can you come up with a way to do that? I asked. Confirmed. I learned where a foe main computer keeps communication logs. Referencing the communication logs provides a broad selection of vocabulary related to messages sent vessel to vessel, said Ship. Excellent. So create a proxy protocol. Whenever we ask it to send, it is to find the nearest translation that is suitable. Also, make me a random proxy protocol. The difference of this protocol over the last is that it can send out a random message to a randomly chosen vessel every minute. It will leave them all confused and distracted, which is what I will need, I said. Confirmed. The random proxy protocol will be the fifth protocol. Any more? Asked Ship. I have no more right now. Can you send out the update, please? I said. Confirmed. Transmitting the following updates. Go away, sleep, do not disturb protocol, and the injection protocol. Proxy and random proxy. 8 dataport probes updated, said Ship. Thank you, Ship. We should be able to do some serious mischief with those, I said. Confirmed. Additionally, the dataport probes asked me to relay to you a message indicating their gratitude for the numerous updates to their protocols over these last days. Their simple logic is as follows. They exist to serve, and your updates provide them additional ways to serve, replied Ship. That made me pause. I did not think of these probes as thinking creatures. Ship must have given them more capacity than I realized. Ship, their message was touching. Thank you for relaying the message, I replied. I thought for a while about what to do and where to put any rescued Baglaji. If Jem had her way, she would rescue them all and transport them back here. We did not have the transport capacity or somewhere to put them. Molly, while we are away, please arrange a shuttle loaded with construction bots. Select a suitable site for settlement on Baglaji 4, next to a nice lake if you can. Begin construction of some habitation units. If we bring back some Baglaji, they will need somewhere nice to live, I said. Confirmed, said Molly. Ship, Molly, I'm concerned about the Baglaji not being able to handle full gravity. I was thinking, if we bring some Baglaji back, we could lower artificial gravity in sections of ship for their transport. Molly, while they acclimate, they may have to live on board you. Or could you come up with something on the planet's surface? Ship, do you think you can design some nanobot treatment to strengthen their bones and muscles? I said. Confirmed, said Molly. Confirmed, said Ship. I tried to think about what could go wrong and what I might need in the foe system. When we arrived in the Baglaji system, we just had Ship. Now we had several intelligent unmanned vessels and probes. We had an entire manufacturing facility. Things moved so fast, it was dizzying to keep track of it all. Ship, if you have time during our travel through hyperspace, please prepare a few nanobot probes. I don't want to use them unless I have to. They are a last resort, I said. Confirmed, said Ship. Excellent. Molly, if more waves arrive while we're away, use everything at your disposal to defend the system. Direct the manufacturing facility as needed. Try to capture and return the foe vessels if you can. Use nanobot weapons if not, I said. Confirmed, said Molly. Ship, Alda, Bera, Kala, and Dura, I designate you Baglaji Fleet 1. Ship is the flagship vessel. Please move us to the edge of the system to prepare for travel to the foe system. Ask Jem and Kaluna to meet me in the main bridge, I said. Confirmed, said Ship. I did not feel ready, but I hoped I was. I returned to the main bridge to find Jem and Kaluna sitting and watching the tactical display. Our 5 green dots were moving out from Baglaji 4. "I take it we are leaving?" asked Jem. "Captain, we are ready to leave. Would you like to give the order?" I asked. "Ship, take us to the foe system," said Jem. "Confirmed," Ship replied. 5 vessels proceeded to the edge of the system in formation and then engaged hyperdrive engines. "Estimated time to fleet arrival in foe system is 4 days," said Ship. "Thank you, Ship. When we arrive, the fleet is to cloak and proceed with maximum stealth. Keep us alerted of any issues," I said. "Confirmed," Ship replied. I went over to the food dispenser and got 3 beverages for us. I came and sat and handed out the drink. "Ship, please pull up the foe system on the tactical display," I said. The display changed to show a map of a system with 7 planets orbiting the central star. Each was labeled Foe 1 through Foe 7. There were lots of red dots on the map representing vessels. "Please highlight our point of entry into the system, and also draw a route from there to take us to the far side of the moon," I requested. We could now see a line from the edge of their system to the moon. Plans may change, but here is the default one. We arrive, cloak, and go to the moon. We take a shuttle to the surface and visit the Baglaji. Kaluna remains aboard ship. You visit the Baglaji and talk with them about leaving. Then we leave the system with or without the Baglaji. Hopefully the foe never know we were there," I said. "Agreed," said Jem. "We have 4 days to rest and for you to think about what you will say to these Baglaji," I said. "It would be good not to have to think about the next wave of incoming vessels." That was now Molly's problem. I had done all I could for now, and I was feeling tired. Kaluna and I left the main bridge to return to our cabin. I was glad for some company, and I needed to take my mind off what was soon to come. 4 days later, we were ready in the main bridge. Ship had warned us in plenty of time to be alert and ready for whatever was to come. "Attention, coming out of hyperspace in 3, 2, 1, said Ship. We immediately cloaked. Ship gathered live data and updated the tactical display. Directly ahead of us was a cluster of red dots. "Ship, identify what is directly ahead," Jem asked. "Sensors identify 30 foe vessels closing fast on our position," said Ship. "Did they see us?" I asked. "It is possible, or they were moving in this direction en route to the Baglaji system," said Ship. "Oh crap, is this the next wave about to depart?" said Jem. "Confirmed," replied Ship. Well, that concludes chapter 25, and next episode we'll have chapter 26, the foe system. Be sure to come back again for that, and subscribe if you haven't already so you'll get notification. Until next time, goodbye.